And we're going to roll in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Away with Words, the podcast. It's your girl Bree Stories.
And it's A Tati.
Oh, and it's MJM Kid.
Mm-hmm. And y'all know her by now.
It's Dayna Lurea. I didn't like that. That was rude.
It's
that
not.
introduction, y'all know her by now.
Y'all know her. I'm not, because at this point, you've been on this show more than anybody else has been on this show.
Are you serious?
For sure.
Congratulations,
We've
Dayna.
never had a guest recur this many times.
How many times has she been here?
This
This is my
is
third
like her
time.
Third time.
That's it. It's just 3.
That's insane, though. So
Okay.
it does feel like, you are a very, very much.
We talk about you a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say, you are a friend of
we
the
bring
show.
your
that
name
you
up.
know.
So watch, I don't hear Dayna.
And she
that often.
literally says Dayna Ross Garner.
Oh, so we name dropping today.
No, we're not.
All right.
No, we are not.
We're fucking name dropping.
No, we already
You
warned
guys
you,
know.
girl.
If y'all, if we have her name in this episode on YouTube, you might be able to, it might be right below one of the last videos that she was in. It took so much work for me to edit those fucking names out. She was awful. You are not allowed to do that again.
Okay.
We had so much fun though.
It was a good
Yeah,
time.
it's a good time with me all the time.
That's true. We
Right.
appreciate you for that. So let's
She makes me crazy.
please make sure that you are following us everywhere, that you are subscribed wherever you find us. It also is a really, really great deal
we
of
get a
help if you,
sponsorship.
hi, I would love to have the floor. Thank you so much. It's also a great deal of help if you leave ratings and reviews wherever you're listening, as well as commenting and liking here on YouTube as well. So thank you for doing so. Let's break some ice.
Okay.
What?
I was going to run that.
Like I did.
What is one career that you wish you had chosen or tried that you didn't?
Say it again, Tati, one more time.
What is one career that you wish you had tried or pursued that you didn't?
So I do the thing that I said I was going to do when I was a kid, which is really sweet.
Go ahead, girl.
But I don't wish that I would have done this though. But when I was little, I don't know where I learned this, but I think I was like 6. And when someone would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I would say oceanographer. And I said that until I was like 11.
Oh, shit.
And I don't know why. I can't swim at all. So I don't wish that I would have done that. But just as a fun fact, that is the thing that I used to say when I was a kid, that I wanted to be an oceanographer.
As for me, I've been battling back and forth on whether I should go ahead back to school and get my license for being a clinical therapist, because I'm already doing it. So I get about, 4 to 5 calls in rotation a week. People have selected time slots. They tell me what's going on. I give them feedback. This is actually serious. I would record it, but it would be breaking like the confidentiality. But if you all saw and heard, I'm also not licensed. So
You
maybe
don't have to follow those confidential. I mean,
But
you can
they
just
would-
off a
You
person.
should.
They would be
Yeah,
mad.
Morale.
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
life coaching. It wasn't my thing. Like as a child, I've always wanted to be what I am. So yeah, but I'm just thinking about that. I'm thinking about seriously going to get a life coaching certificate.
I don't think you need to go to a school for that.
But you have to get like some type of like whack ass piece of paper that don't mean nothing, just so people could be like, oh,
To be a life coach specifically, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to do something like clinical therapy,
yeah.
then
Then
you
I'm
need
just
to
a life
go back to
coach
school.
now too. So that's
Yeah.
what I was actually
Well,
here
so
to announce.
you can just be that.
I'm just a life
That's
coach
just like
too.
a made up internet thing.
Yeah, it is. It actually is.
Yeah.
It is.
And I think you're a great contender for it. So
Thank you.
yeah, keep at it.
Okay.
We appreciate you.
Anything for you, Tati?
I would have went to school for psychology, and I would
Word.
have been a psychologist or therapist or like a marriage counselor or some type of
Sometimes they
therapist.
be doing all 3 of those things.
Yeah, like
Like my therapist.
that's definitely another calling.
Yeah,
of
get to
mine,
She
it.
does. She coaches.
Doing
you do
therapy.
That for me? You do therapy for me when you have time. She does.
Oh, good. That's good
I
enough.
do. Yeah,
She
so
really
that's what I do.
does.
And maybe I'm thinking about becoming like a school counselor.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, I can totally see it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to stay in like the education world or what. But yeah. But that's what I would have been.
I love that.
Those kids are bad.
What about you, MJM?
I've always wanted to stay in entertainment, so I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever wanted to be anything other than part of the entertainment world.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing that now.
You are.
so-
You are.
Yes, I would definitely. Dancing was definitely my first passion and
Yeah.
first thing I knew I was doing, and I did.
Or like a spy.
Yeah, that's fun too, Tati. You're right. How did you know that? You remember those things about me, huh? I had lots of spy equipment growing up, y'all.
Spy
So
equipment?
much, yeah.
What does that
It's like
even
me
mean?
that movie Get a Clue
Yes.
on Disney.
Yeah.
Literally.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Literally all that stuff.
I love that.
It was the same stuff.
That's so cute.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Kind of cute.
I love that, Michael. So, okay, let's check in really quick. So, by the way, I don't think I talked about this episode. We're just going to be talking about spring cleaning. Spring is in the air. It's April. We in this beach. Finna get
Spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning.
Ooh, I love
Next
cleaning.
That's
Yeah.
Amanda Seals.
Yep.
Anybody want to start with a check-in? How about you, Michael?
Yeah. Is the camera on me? Oh, okay.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. Physically, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Pop, lock, and drop it.
Oh, because I have my foot on this chair, it's hurting the sole of my toe.
Okay,
Like
let's
it's
stop.
it's hurting my foot, so I should probably
Yeah,
put my
let's
foot
stop.
down. So now it's not hurting anymore. Emotionally, joy as hell.
What are you talking about?
My attention is on going to get food.
Yeah, you are doing that.
I'm hungry. And spiritually, we in there.
We in there.
I like that.
You want me to go?
Yeah, I want
Yeah, let's go this
Physically,
way.
I don't know. Physically, I feel a little like cool.
To the touch.
Actually, no, like my arms. I don't know. Like I could feel a little bit of like a chill, like a slight chill. Emotionally, I feel great.
Good.
My attention is definitely on springtime. My birthday's in spring,
I know.
so that's what. Just all the things that spring brings, and then I'm also ready for my birthday to be over, so I can focus on my daughter's birthday, which follows. So
Quickly
I'm just
follows.
ready. Yes, I'm ready to get all the birthdays over with, guys.
Oh, they're just getting started.
Birthday season is hectic.
Yeah, it is.
It's like we have holiday season and then we have birthday season. It's
Yeah.
just back to back to back to back to back. So I'm ready for that to be over with.
It's really it be feeling like the whole year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
now
that's true.
as an adult now, it really does feel like it's just
Our
not a lot of
break
breaks.
It's
no more.
really just like, even though my mom's birthday is in August though, but our breaks are really like July, August, September. And then I feel like
This
October.
because last year it wasn't. We had
Right,
shit
'cause of the
June
wedding.
and
Yeah.
April, May, June, July.
Yeah.
It
The
was
wedding took
crazy.
over.
Yeah,
And
and then my half
spiritually-
birthday, which I'm gonna make a big deal out of. Continue.
And spiritually, I feel fine.
yeah,
I'm sorry, did I throw you off?
I didn't have a word.
I didn't either.
Not fine.
Yeah.
Dana.
So physically, I feel a little bit sore. Not
Good.
sure if anybody knows, but has anybody tried cupping?
No, I haven't
sounds
tried
no,
cupping.
Right.
but I
Like with
but
the
I-
cups, like
yeah,
on your back and
but
stuff.
I've
Y'all want to see my back?
Like the suction cup.
You want to see my back?
Maybe later.
Yeah, probably,
I feel like this is the right time
probably
to show
soon.
it.
You want to show the camera?
I feel like I should show y'all and the camera.
But then you will have to move stuff.
Just move it-
probably.
move
I don't
this
wanna
over a
move
little
it.
bit.
Don't
But no.
be
No, man, don't move it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't.
Everybody's like,
He got
no,
very
That's
upset.
the perfect spot.
He got so upset.
Just show us later.
How are you gonna remember?
so curious now.
It's spots over back
Talk
there.
about, are you gonna
It used to be a lot
She's
worse.
my
But I have a
child.
massage.
That'd be
She's so
Cassidy.
cute.
Like, you're gonna forget.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, I don't want y'all to be like, oh, we're wrapping up, and y'all don't care about looking at it. Okay.
Show us at the end.
Okay, so I'm
You
sore
remember.
from cupping. I'll remember.
Yeah,
And emotionally, that's next, right?
correct.
I'm feeling grateful. I'm glad to be here for the third time in a row. I'm the senior, co-host, or is it?
Oh, is it? Is
What a
it-
Isn't that
position.
like a thing?
You're a guest.
Yeah.
But you
Not
are
a co-host.
You're a guest.
I don't know, after the third time.
after the third time, maybe. But this is the third time, so let's see
So,
how
let's
see how it goes.
You
Chain
trying to
and
be like
day?
Bow Wow and be the the guy that comes
106
over the
Park?
most. Yeah, like the
Oh,
king
yeah,
of
and then I
106
got a
Park.
job.
The king of 106. You
Yeah,
the king of
Mr.
what?
106.
The
Bow
king
Wow.
got ways of words.
Okay.
King?
I'm
The king?
I'm clean and works.
Oh,
So
that's
if we're thinking about, if I need to identify correctly,
It's whatever.
I'm they too. I can do whatever I want now.
You can do whatever you want.
Anyway, and then the last thing. What's the last thing? Just checking in on.
What is your attention on currently?
My
It's
attention
not the
is
last thing.
on not saying any names. This is rough. This is fucking tough.
Why is
We
this so
haven't
hard?
already
even
want to
talked
start
about nothing
blurting
We're
out
not even
names.
talking about
We
people.
haven't not said anything
In my
that
head, I'm
requires
having
you to
discussions
say.
about people right now. I'm so ready to say their names, but I don't want to get kicked off.
You are
Talk about
sick.
kicked off. They're gonna be like, that's it.
No, you will.
Cut
I
the
will
camera.
unplug your
Cut the
microphone and get you
camera.
out of here. Okay,
She wouldn't
spiritually, how do you feel? She can't tell me.
She wouldn't.
Spiritually.
Oh, spiritually? I'm always good spiritually.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
just good. I'm just good.
Physically, I am feeling a little tense, a little fidgety. I just noticed. Emotionally, I am feeling joy. You know, I derive a lot of good feelings from chaos. So now that you are here, I feel really good. My attention is currently on Tati's birthday. Spiritually, I am feeling aligned. So, spring is here. It's in the air. We're doing the things. So we wanted to talk to our master organizer, the decluttering queen, if you will,
Yeah,
about
go girl.
spring cleaning.
True.
Just about, as an open concept of spring cleaning. I wrote a little piece that you will find on yamash.com this Wednesday about the concept of spring cleaning in my personal life. So let's start with a couple of questions for everybody. What in your life are you ready to purge? Tati?
What am I ready to purge? I am ready to purge the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely ready to. I'm ready for spring cleaning in a literal sense as well as a figurative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sense.
same.
So I think there's been just a lot of noise and just movement and just a lot going on lately. So I'm definitely ready to like sit still and like just exist like in a space and be present and not maybe have to always constantly be thinking of like my exact next move and be like, okay, so then it like in 2 minutes I got to do this and then in 3 minutes I got to do that. Like instead of like I don't feel like I'm ever actually able to just
Be where you are. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
I like that
Dayna?
too. I'm ready to purge doubt.
Same.
I was
Yeah.
literally going to say
Me
that
too,
same
Dayna.
thing.
Oh my God. Okay, so
I love that.
oh my
Speak
God.
on it. Speak
I'm
on it.
speaking for all three of us because I've been going to therapy. I'm not speaking for all of us.
I'm
Then
very proud of
speaking
you
me.
for your therapy journey, by the way.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank
It's been crazy. My therapist has her hands full, but
oh,
yeah, she's nice. Shout out to Miss Patience. I don't know if she would ever see this. She's not allowed to see this. I don't think she told me. So, the reason why I want to strike myself free of doubt is because before I decided on doubt, I was going to do a bunch of purging of my exes. And then I realized through therapy that my therapist was like, maybe you should be free to love. Maybe that's more liberating for you and then still have your boundaries. So now I'm no longer trying to get rid of all my exes. I'm actually just trying to exist in a space where I have a boundary and I still get to exude the love that I want to share.
I love
So I don't know what that has to do with doubt now, but
That was separate. You wanted
that
to
was
purge
separate.
that first.
I wanted to purge that first, and now I'm on doubt because, things are going well, and I feel like I limit myself being too organized to being like, no, I have to do it in structural ways that can prohibit me from growing. So,
Thank you for that. I
You're
love
welcome. That's
that.
it.
MJM Kid?
Yeah, sure. Dayna touched on doubt, which was something that I feel like I do to myself often, but also in the stage of comparison. I want to purge that, like, because of the field that I'm in, I'm constantly seeing, like, a lot of my peers doing the same, and it's just like, I could do it that way, like that looks cool, and it's like, but Michael, you're doing fine, like you're just as creative, you're just as capable, so I'm my own competition, and sometimes I get in my own way, so that comparison thing has to go. Peace.
I love that.
Thanks, Tati and Brianna.
So yeah, I am also purging doubt and just I don't know. I guess I didn't put a lot of thought into this because my thought was just doubt in general. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I don't
okay.
know where I'm going with that now. But yeah, I do think that that's something that's just long overdue and something that I feel like I keep saying I'm doing, like, years now. Like, I'm getting rid of my negative self-talk. I'm getting rid of doubt, But I think that what I'm noticing as far as, like, the things that I want to do away with, the best way to do that is inactively. A lot of times we create so much resistance because I'm like, I'm trying to stop doing this. I'm trying to stop doing this. And it's just like, or I can just be in this space. I can notice it and I can reframe. And that's better than me, like, because I have a lot of thoughts and I'll, like, cut them short. And then not only do I cut them short, but then I judge myself for the thought. So if I say, like, something about the podcast and then something in my head comes up and it's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm still going to be in the same spot next year. And I'll cut that thought off and then I'll be like, why would you say that? Instead of me just being like, okay, weird that I had that thought. I can choose not to apply that thought. I can choose not to keep that thought, but it's not me shutting it down or shutting it up or trying so hard to make it not happen. So I think that I'm also purging doubt, but I'm doing it from a space of acceptance and just not resisting anymore. So instead, for the thing that you're trying to purge, what is it that you want to call in instead?
Come back to me.
Dayna?
I want to call in not giving a fuck. Like, I actually used to be more non-fucks given, and then recently I stepped into a state where I was like, because I've been doing so many new things, like creating a YouTube, and that's actually the only new thing that I've been doing. But I realize when I'm talking on camera, I'll stop and I'll get silent in my head. I'm like, don't say too much, don't say too much. Then I'll be like, you know what? Actually say it all. Because relatability comes from vulnerability. So I'm replacing doubt with not giving a fuck.
I love that. Michael? Can I offer something to you that came in my mind when you were talking?
Yeah.
I want you to replace comparison with inspiration. Because it's not about being in competition with people that are like you. It's about coexisting with those people.
Exactly.
And the fact that we live in a space where we can even see people that do the things that we do, like, that's such a beautiful thing. And I think that gets overshadowed so much because we have that comparison thing, which is not us. It's just a thing that comes up.
Right.
But you can choose to be like, oh, damn, that's dope what they're doing. How can I apply that or collaborate or, And I think you do really good at that, too.
Does such a good job of it.
You already do really good at that.
Oh, thank you. You said it all.
That's good.
Yeah.
Tati?
Oh, back on me.
You ready? Or I can go if you're not ready.
I can go.
Okay.
I think I need to call him. I don't know, like, what's the word for it? Let me think. Appreciation. I think is a good word. I think that, which I recently had a conversation with Bree Stories about this, about how while I've been in such this space of, like, feeling like I'm, like, everything has been chaotic and, like, just, like, this restfulness and me not having, like, a lot of time to, like, think or, like, process. But at the same time, I'm also aware that I've also been given so many of the things that I've wanted or asked for like, a really long time. And so I really want to balance with while I'm, trying to find, like, my right space and trying to figure out exactly what it is that I want, to make sure that the next time when I'm asking for things that I be more specific. I also do want to stay present and live in the appreciation of just the steps that I've taken and how far I've come, even just in comparison from, like, the last year or the year before. So appreciation.
I love that.
I like that.
I think I would say acceptance. I just want to be more grounded in the space that I'm in and know that it's okay. Like, it's okay. This space is okay. Like, And everything that I see as not okay or not good about those things, I think that I want to make sure that I understand that everything is a makings of a new thing. And the space that I'm in now is teaching me so much that I'm gonna be equipped with in the next chapter, you know? Right. So, acceptance. Cool. What parts of your home, what parts of your physical space needs a refresh?
My room.
Yeah.
My room, because I am a very neat and orderly person.
Yes, you
when
are.
It comes to like my home, my space, my car.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, I try to keep all my things in a certain space and in a certain way. But I have learned that while I will always, no matter what, I'd rather die than like my bathroom or my living room look crazy. But my bedroom, that I feel like nobody's gonna see this but me, I will like let into another person. They may come in the space and be like, "Girl, it's fine. Like, what are you talking about? It doesn't even look that bad." But I go in my room every day and be like, we got to make some changes. Like, this is getting, like, it's starting to, like, make me feel uncomfortable because it doesn't feel like my space anymore, because it's not a reflection of me. I think we talked about, when we were talking about, like, the dating shows, and then we were like, which one would we want to go on? And you had mentioned, like, the Room Raiders one. I'm done. And I was like, ugh, no one would pick me. Because I don't even feel like my room is a reflection of me anymore. Yeah. Like, it's just the space that I go to sleep in. And that I, like, get dressed in. So, yeah, if I could, like, pick a space to just completely redo, refresh, reorganize, redecorate the whole 9 yards, it would be my room.
I love that.
I would refresh my car.
Word.
And the reason being is, and it's so weird because people hop in my car and they're just like, it's so clean here. I'm like, are y'all looking? It's clean. It's just my ex. Fun story. My ex owned the vehicle first. I put it in my name for him because, you know, he couldn't get one. It was just a lot going on. And he doesn't give a fuck at all about anything. So he really tore those seats down. And every time I get this shake down. I mean,
why and how?
I'm fucking exhausted thinking
How
about
did he
his
tear the
kids.
seats
He
down?
smokes blunts. He drink, like, whatever happens to the car happens to the car. His new car looks like that, so I don't feel like he did it to be like, I hate Dayna. But like, so he fucked that car up. Like, it's not bad. I got it detailed 3 times, but there's stuff that just will not come up.
Yeah.
And it's a really good car. It's a nice hybrid. He picked it out, everything. But every time I get in the car, I'm just like, this isn't technically my car. I got it back, but because he got a new car, and I'm just like, I need to get a Tesla. Like, I want a fucking Tesla.
Period.
I don't want this anymore. I'm not saying that, like, I'm not grateful for it though, but that's
right.
You know, like, I'm grateful for it, but I do want a new. I want a new whip, so I'm putting that in the air here. Yeah. So when I pull up with that shit, because I got the credit for it, just not the money. We'll see.
Credit is king.
I was gonna tour it out. That was the plan. I'm just putting it here, so I do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, that's what I want. Yeah.
I think I feel the same about my bedroom. So I am a person. I love my apartment so much, but I'm not like the aesthetics girl. I don't really. I'm not visually creative. So like my mom is very visually creative, and like y'all have all been in my mama's house, and like my mother is like so good at decorating and shit. So my mom has all these thoughts and ideas, and I just be like, girl, I don't care about that. Like, as long as my space feels good, I really don't care about the aesthetics. But when I went away for my birthday, my mom had the key to my house, and of course, I came home to like
some stuff.
A new fucking house.
Yeah,
like not fully, but she just did like little stuff. Like,
Yeah.
cause I always tell her like I hate knickknacks. My mom is a knickknacks girl.
Yeah, she is.
Like little things, like a whole fucking shelf and just little stuff. Like I hate stuff. Like I don't want stuff everywhere. Same. But she put stuff in my house, but she made it look really cute and tasteful and minimalist because I don't like a lot of shit.
Yes,
but she got me a new rug and like it's very cute. And like now that, because when me and her are going back and forth talking, she doesn't understand that like my brain doesn't work like her. So she's talking to me about stuff and I'm like, I don't think in pictures. I can't see that. I don't get it. And so I told my mom, like, you're better off coming here doing what you want. And if I genuinely feel offended or don't like something, I will get rid of that thing. But like my mom's good at what she does and she knows me genuinely.
Yeah.
So when I was gone and she had space to just do what she wanted to do with me in mind, it looked really nice. So now that I see something now, I'm like, oh, I do kind of want to do something with my room. Like my bedroom is kind of like the only untapped space. Like, we haven't, you know. So, yeah, I kind of do want my bedroom, like you said, like, to just, like, look like what I feel like, you know? So.
Absolutely.
What about you, McGee?
The room that we're all in currently.
Really?
Yeah, I want it to keep changing. Like, I want to add things, take things out. So I always want to refresh this space.
I love it. Yeah.
And my mother is like really good at that,
Yes,
decorating
she
too,
is.
and she has done most of this. But yeah, me and her talk all the time, like what we want to do next. So change is coming.
I love that.
Wow.
So, Dayna, with you being the expert, what do you just like have for us in the realms of spring cleaning in general? Whether it be emotionally, physically, spiritually,
Physically,
energetically.
Well, energetically, I think it's important to first start with how much clutter do you have? I know that sounds very like, oh, we hear that all the time. No, listen.
No, for
so actually, things that you don't use on a constant basis, I need you to knock it the fuck off, throw it away, donate it, or repurpose it. Just do something with it, because I feel like too many people own too many things.
That's true.
And that's actually taking away from your happiness.
Yeah.
So the more things you have, the more things you accumulate, the more energy is placed in the room that you're in. So just remember that, like that minimalist idea of things, it's a great idea for a lot of people, because I realize people tend to just hold on to things that they don't care about because it has emotional attachment. And I just want people to first declutter. After they declutter, I want them to look at the open space, and I want them to think about what makes them feel
What
good.
will make them feel
You kind of
good.
laid that out perfectly.
Word.
So, you know, people are afraid to go to textured things, like soft things. Just go to things that are going to make you feel like you're home when you get in the space. So after you personalize it, so declutter, personalize. The third thing I would say is declutter again. I know that sounds nuts,
Word.
but I've helped so many people where it's just like, okay, I've done the declutter, then I've done the personalized, then we get back to somehow that person over creating the space again. And I'm like,
because that's what they're used to.
Exactly.
They're trying to fill the space up.
I'm used.
Because empty spaces make people uncomfortable.
They do.
Yeah.
They actually do.
Which is crazy, because the contrast is anxiety. Like, I noticed that about myself. And, like, Dayna has helped me organize 2 spaces in my apartment. And that space and time, and Dayna and I have been best friends for a very long time. And so I'm thankful that she gives me grace, because I was being a terrible human being to Dayna. Just in general, I was in a terrible space. I was being a really, really awful person. But Dayna gave me a lot of grace.
I
but
like abuse too. It works.
So
I kind of do
But
like to get like in
know
any kind of way, like dog.
We know.
Anyway,
So
but one of the things that I noticed is that, like, dealing with depression and anxiety is, like, once you hit a certain space where you don't have the energy to change the way your space looks, and then it starts to accumulate, then for me at least, depression will have me not willing to, like, do the upkeep. Then days will go by, and now all of a sudden I'm so anxious because there's so much stuff everywhere. And so then it's just like a cycle. So Dayna really, really helped me in that space, even though I was deep in it and I was being a terrible person. But that's really true, though, that the decluttering has to happen twice.
It has happened twice.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think those are. Let's just, you know what it is too. I don't like to overwhelm people. I'm literally in a mindset of like, when I'm in people's spaces, y'all just don't know. Like, after we declutter, during decluttering, they're crying. They're telling me stories about people dying, about them not being accepted, and I'm just looking like, I never judge, but it's an emotional release too.
For sure.
So that happens in the process. And my heart goes out to people that aren't ready for it, but when you are ready for it, it means the world. It changes everything, and you feel lighter. Yeah. So, no, I don't have any more tips, because like I said, I'm probably in that mindset of like pacing right now. Even thinking about helping people, I'm like, just declutter, personalize, and declutter again, and call me, you know? Shout out to you.
You are a good vessel for that, though, because like you at least have like, because I've tried things that we've done together in my house with my mom. Terrible. Chaos, because we both, I think we have similar emotionalities, and then like one of us will take something personal, and it's just like we can't even get it done, because I'm like, I feel defensive about you wanting to throw this thing away, and you can't relate to me in the way that I need to in that space. And then it be like, whereas you were like, okay, well, I'll just put it to the side then. Because I'm like, no, don't touch that. Like, you know? And then I'll just be like, okay, I'll put it over here.
Put it to the left. And then when I come back and ask,
then I'll be
like,
like,
throw that shit away.
Yeah, then I'm like, I didn't need
people
any
have
of
to have the space to be accepted. If you're going to organize for somebody, accept them fully. Don't walk into that shit like you're not doing what I say. It doesn't work like that.
But you're really good at that.
I feel like it's like I don't have attachment to the only things that I ever have a hard time getting rid of are like clothes and like shoes and stuff. Like things like if it's like an actual thing that I realize isn't being used or like I'm not using it anymore and it's just been in the basement or been in the garage or something, it's like, yeah, take it, whatever. I haven't been using it.
That's good.
But when it comes to clothes, that's when I'm like, I haven't worn it in 3 years. I might wear it. Yeah. But it doesn't have any rips, doesn't have any holes. Like, I might as well, like, just keep it in here in case of a rainy day. And then I'll go get online, buy some more.
Yep.
And it's just like, but I do get rid of my clothes. Like, I get rid of my clothes, like, 3 times a year.
Good.
Like, I go through me and my daughter's stuff. But it's still, and it's like, I'll go through all my stuff, and I'll get rid of, like, 3 garbage bags full of clothes or something. And you be feeling like, woo, okay, good job. And then 2 months later, be looking at the drawers like, why can't I close my drawers again? Like, how did everything get right back? That is the hardest. When I think of wanting to minimalize, it really needs to be, like, in clothes.
Yeah.
But then it always also be seeming like, but how do you have enough then?
I like to
shops
interject.
a lot.
I don't
even shop
like
that
to
much,
interject
but I would
because-
like to shop a lot. I would like to shop way more.
You definitely
you
shop
don't
more
think
than
you
I
should.
do.
Yeah, I do shop more than you.
But I was just telling Michael,
But
I
this
haven't
one
done
shops
my
more than me.
laundry. Yes,
I fucking
she
shop.
shops more than
But I
everybody.
donate all the time.
I
never keep
just
stuff.
was telling Michael earlier today. So people who are listening to this, it is April. By this time, I'm sure I have done my laundry. But the day that we are recording, I have not done laundry aside from towels because I don't have a lot of towels since before my birthday. Like literally. I'm the type of person who's always like, I don't even buy
Where
clothes.
are your
I don't
clothes?
have
Yeah,
clothes.
wait a minute.
I told Michael, like, the fact that I have this many clothes that I've been able to get away with not doing laundry for over a month is crazy. It's insane.
That is rowdy.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm always talking about like, oh, I don't buy clothes. I don't have, like, I have so many clothes.
Because I know I have a lot of clothes, like I have a lot of clothes that I would put on, like, trying to be cute for something. But I don't have a lot of clothes that I actually wear in my day-to-day.
I mean, but I also work from home. So
I'm
not like getting dressed every day. And even like last week or the week before, I told myself like every day, like part of my morning routine, I'm going to like get dressed. Like I'm going to be prepared to leave the house, even though I work from home. But even then, I did that for a week and a half. I'm still not out of clothes.
If I had to get dressed every day, I could probably go longer without washing my clothes. Like getting dressed. But since I'm like in like leisure wear all the time, that shit runs out. I got about a solid 2 weeks and it's like, oh, I need to wash. Like I don't have another pair of leggings. I don't have another pair of sweatpants. I've worn them all.
Yeah, I don't know how I be in my fucking house on these meetings, on these Zoom meetings. They in their t-shirts and shit. I got on a dress. I got on fucking. I've been getting dressed, but that's been something that I've just been doing for my mental health. But but just in general though, I'm like, I can't believe I have enough clothes to not wash for over a month.
And that alone would drive me crazy though.
It's insane.
Seeing my dirty clothes.
It's insane.
That would
start like
that would drive me up on.
What like that is the thing that is like crazy about depression is that I feel that way and I still can't get myself to do it.
I see.
Even though I go like one of the nights I didn't even go in my room. I was like, you know what, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Like I don't want to see it. Like I'm just
that makes sense.
But child, it'd be crazy. But yeah, decluttering I think is important. One of the things that I think that is becoming more popular now: declutter your phone, declutter your devices, get rid of them pictures, and like. So here's the thing: when I say get rid of, I mean those. When you out at the store and you looking cute and they got a full-size mirror and you took like 5-8 fucking
the same
pictures trying to get the right angle, delete them damn pictures.
Right.
I am a person who regrets deleting certain like sentimental things because I was like angry or like, oh, I'm trying to get over this nigga. But I've gotten in the habit now of hiding photos instead of like deleting them. But all of that other shit, And I think that that's good too. Like if you are going through something like a breakup or a transition in a friendship or something like that, and you don't want to scroll through your phone and see that bitch face, you know, like just hide those photos. But also declutter everything. Go through your text messages. Go through your texts. All of those one-off group texts randomly. It'd be like random clusters of people. Like we was at a party and like me and 2 other people were sitting next to each other and told somebody like, oh, let us know when you get home. So they put us all in the group chat.
Oh, right,
so I got that text thread from like a year ago. Like delete all of that shit.
Yeah,
delete that shit. What else? Oh, and especially your other devices, your laptops. If you're a creative, man, make sure that you are keeping that shit clean. Your laptop, your iPad, whatever you're using to create. Keep that shit as clean as possible.
You know what? I think we should declutter too the goofy bitches in our lives.
I agree.
Now I'm being actually
That's
very
probably the
serious.
most
I agree. I did agree.
That's
Baby, I just went on a block spree a couple weeks ago.
You know, keeping the
seriously.
same energies around you will sometimes provoke the same habits. And it's like, get rid of these goofy motherfuckers that add no value.
That's a word.
That always have things to say. You know how it is.
Word.
Like,
that is the most important
Situationships.
part. I feel
but
like
a lot of people
All
neglect
of
that.
shit.
People try to change their lifestyle, but they don't change the people that are in their lives, and it's not gonna work. I'm trying to tell you.
People be trying hard to keep certain people around, like keep certain people in their life, and it's like really they are draining you.
Yes.
They are adding to the frustration. Like I think I have nothing but positive, like good people around me for the most part, and so I feel like it makes the trying.
I just drank. I was like,
must be nice.
Must be good.
I
got at
mean,
least
my
2
friends,
people.
I have a great friend group. You know, like all of my friends, like family, like my boyfriend, like everything is good. Like I don't. So I feel like it helps.
And you also don't have time to like keep up with anybody else. Like
I mean that
you don't even talk to us.
But it's like, but you know what it feels like. You know, like say for instance, like in dating, when if you dealing with a nigga that is not. It's not right, or something is off, or y'all been going back and forth.
That shit in the
when
bud.
you
tell me about it.
But when you go through something in your life that's outside of that, that's bringing your energy down, and then on top of that, now you're dealing with this person. Like it can just it'll make you feel like the whole world just collapsed on you. Like everybody's against you. Like I don't have anywhere to turn right now. Versus like when you have all positive people around you. You're able to see clearly like this is this situation. It's this situation that's happening to me, and it's this situation I need to fix and work on versus being like, I called my mama, she just pissed me off. Then I just got off the phone with such and such, like she acting a fool. This nigga still ain't called me back. You know, it's like it's way easier to focus and tackle your crisis individually when you don't have to deal with
keeping good people around you keeps you with a clearer head.
It does.
Because
keeps things in perspective.
No, in order to get rid of the people that don't serve you, you have to get rid of the thing that they provide first. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how certain people
If they provide and shit.
Oh, well, they're not
I've never provided.
I'm about to say,
I've never felt for that.
No, you the only bad bitch in the room.
Right, you the only one with that
dumb bitch. You better be adding something to keep you around. I would niggas pay. No, niggas, don't they gotta to stress you out? Don't they have to add the value first and be like, remember, I got the value, so don't get
like
rid
it's
of me.
right here. I got the value in my hands.
I just thought that's how that happened, but
she's so ridiculous.
Like, I'm not gonna be stressed out for free. That's so wild.
That's a good rule of thumb.
I don't know how we got here, but I'm just saying.
We don't all have that, but
we all can have it.
No,
I mean, but
I'm leaning it. No,
the value can be like a plethora of different things sometimes. Like it can, like what they're adding or what they're giving can be a plethora of different things. But I also feel that depending on the stress level,
that's why I say it's
never
worth it.
It turns that value.
No,
into nothing.
For you,
it turns into 50-50 and you just like I still want to.
The stress turns it into nothing for me because whatever that good thing is about you that I was once like, oh my God, this is what I love about this person. If you are stressing me out so much, or I'm spending so much of my time being worried or concerned, or I'm on a low frequency, or I'm depressed about stuff, it's like you're erasing the good part.
I see.
Because I don't get to see it that much. I don't get to see it or experience so much because we're stuck in this. I'm pissed off.
I think specifically when it comes to funds, though, I get that because I've never had that. Like you've had that. Like you've been able to get
some fun.
taken care of.
I think things should be taken care of.
Big ticket items. You know what I'm saying? I just have not been that type of bitch yet.
But Brianna, you are that type of bitch whenever you choose.
I mean, I'm that type of bitch for myself, like to myself. Like
we can all do it, but it's not.
I know I would like that, but I don't want to do the trade off. You know what I'm saying? Like
your piece for the
because but at the same time though, I also feel you after going through. You know the last thing that I went through is like, yeah, I did spend a whole lot of time. Like, I really tried to hold on to this thing, but I also like realistically spent a lot of time feeling really low and questioning my self-worth and like didn't even get my rent paid. Like, geez, so it's like part of me is like, I get it. Like, I get it when women are like, I get it when women are like, the least this nigga can do is fucking fly me out or like pay my this or pay my that. And it's like, I understand that logic if at the same time, like you're not getting fulfilled in any other fundamental ways, like overall, because it's like it's worth. I don't care. I don't think about money at all. I'm just now trying to get to the point where I'm thinking about stuff like that because I just feel like I deserve, and like I think we all deserve luxury, and I think that when we align ourselves with people who are able to provide it, we shouldn't be like, no thanks, I'm not that type of girl. Like no, let them if they want to, let them. Like I'm not ever just being like, so here's the requirements, this is what you got to do. But if you want to do the things, I'm no longer gonna be the type of bitch that's just like, oh no, I don't. That makes me uneasy, or I'm gonna feel like I owe them. No, if that nigga wanna do whatever. To be honest, I mean any price.
Y'all remember that scene in Poetic Justice? When she was like, he ain't got no credit card. That's exactly how I feel when, you know what it is? So many girls call me a day.
Well, shit, you was a fool. Right, she said, well, shit, you was a fool.
So many real life women call me a day with things, and I be looking at the phone like, he ain't got no credit cards. What the fuck are you doing? You just around to have a good time? Like, it's to me, the only reason I'm giving no,
that's it.
No, a good time should look, okay, well, if you're getting these girls don't seem like they be having, it should include, girls be having fun. I'm like, are you having fun or is he having fun, bitch? Like,
I be having fun.
No, I agree, but I agree with that when like, cause you will hear some wild stories. And I don't think anybody in this circle has ever like, you're not hearing no wild shit like, yeah, he fucked my cousin and like now he didn't like.
Not in this circle,
sister.
But I've heard the stories
on my line. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like when you hear stuff like that, that's when you be like, wait, what are you getting out of this?
Right.
Like if you're getting dogged to this extent,
and he's not, and then it's like on top of that,
he don't got no money.
But like, I can at least
what are
like,
you doing?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it be the women that be like, well, that nigga just paid off my car. He just paid off my credit cards. He just paid my rent. Like, it be those women that I'd be like, okay, I get it then. Like, I get you being like, this nigga is not. But it's like, it also has to come with awareness. I don't know how we got on this. This ain't got nothing to do with spring
cleaning.
cleaning.
It's about decluttering.
But like,
it kind of does.
Okay, yes.
We're kind of in the right realm. Am I right here?
Yes, you're right. You're
right.
right.
Get your
So
values
just like
work.
when we're decluttering, exactly. Just like when we're decluttering our physical space and we have to assess, how much value is this giving me to have in this space?
Exactly.
The same thing needs to go for these people, these niggas specifically.
Yes.
Yeah. Specifically. It's like, in order for me to keep you around, I really have to assess that you are bringing more value to me than anything unsavory. Stress, lackluster, anything. Like, anything. So I agree with that. I agree with that, and I do want that for us all. I want us to have people around us. I want us all to be Tati from now on. Everybody around us is just the best.
Self-serving, yeah.
I was like, just what did I do?
You had said, like, me and Dayna looked at each other like not one person in your life.
Yeah, no, I'm choosing my headaches, but it's good that you.
I'm not.
You have. I am choosing them.
Well,
Get her started.
I've stopped choosing a couple of them. I'm very proud of myself. I've blocked a lot of people.
Wow.
I've blocked a lot of people.
Even do that.
I'm not that type of bitch. And it's crazy because that's like the type of advice that I give to people all the time. Every time I'm hearing women, especially women friends of mine saying certain things, I'll be like, sounds like that person shouldn't have access to you. Like,
that is her line.
Like, I say that a lot.
Yeah.
I never take that advice. But now I have.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
I thought you were leading with
No,
that.
I
Every
give
time
that
I see
advice.
You, I put the nigga out. I'm like, Brianna.
Well, yeah, like physically, like.
You made him
Brianna be doing the wildest. She's talking like she doesn't do the things I do. The only thing is Brianna has a good heart, and I'm like, bitch, like that's the only Brianna. Yeah.
No, I don't.
I know.
We're not about to do this, Dayna.
I pull on the leash, and Brianna kind of just You have the same
We need to have a whole
MO.
episode that's literally just all about like first date stories, and you go down a list and just talk about all like your first date experiences.
Don't
and then
get her
like
started
I'll
now.
chime in with like mine, of course, and Brie can do that. But I just we need
My
a whole
first date
episode.
stories.
Yeah, because
I wonder
crazy.
where those niggas are. I never run into anybody.
Just don't say any of their names.
I'm
That's
not.
all.
I don't even remember. I don't. Where are those niggas at? Like, are they okay with
They
me?
got decluttered
Like,
with everybody else.
Exactly.
And
Which
that's
is
okay. And
exactly
I
what we're doing.
I
Thank
appreciate
you.
the moral of the story is nip things in the bud if it's not bringing you the value. And I'm not saying monetary value, ladies.
What?
Only. I'm not
Talk
saying,
about
Wait, what? We
No.
just advised
Dayna,
them the
please,
opposite
come
way.
on
What are you
now.
telling them?
Stay on
any
track.
amount of
I need to
value.
hear.
value
Oh.
that matters to you. If that's something that
Yeah.
matters to you, like
Value that makes you genuinely feel good.
genuinely feel good.
And
Yeah.
not the feel good.
And I ain't gonna
not
lie.
the feel good in the moment. The feel good that's gonna last.
Exactly.
I mean, if
Talk
somebody,
about
if
exactly
somebody
because
we're
these
not
girls
talking
are not
about
gonna
the
be
same
calling me-
thing.
I ain't gonna
Talking
lie.
about
No,
exactly.
I'm talking about
if somebody paid off my debt right now, that would last. I ain't gonna lie to you.
exactly.
It would hold me. It would hold me over for a
Make
while.
that the clip.
And he would have to literally put his hands on me for that to be depleted. For me to feel like that was not worth it. Like I feel.
Don't you want that daddy?
No.
So
I
he's
feel like she
thanks.
Don't play
does.
with me.
She's
For real, because like
There are
I,
so many things a nigga can do to me that'll make me be like, no, this ain't worth it.
yeah, no, but I'm saying like
Depending on what he did.
I'm not talking about this person being my nigga. I'm saying like if this was just a nigga in the rotation
Oh,
and he
that's
paid off
completely
my debt, that's what,
different.
no, I'm
That's
not
exactly
talking.
what it's supposed
None
to
of
be.
these hoes are mine, and I don't think
Well, you-
that'll ever be the case.
Well, you were talking about exes before, like so you were talking about people that you
Oh,
were
well, I'm
actually
talking-
with.
But I'm talking about.
But like she wasn't
But
with them
just-
to the point like
Y'all
not
could
even,
put him out there, huh? Y'all want to say his name so bad.
Now everybody's
It's really you. It's really you.
was
You want us
actual
to say
ex.
his name?
He wasn't.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
yes,
that
but
was an
like,
actual ex.
but him doing certain things for her didn't. It wasn't just isolated to their relationship, is what I mean. Like
was not.
that wasn't her
No,
nigga. She
but
wasn't
like-
his.
It's just too
But
much.
like,
But just
Basically,
finding
the
a
moral
nigga
of the story
that
is
just wants to do
get
nice
you a
things for
man
you.
that
Yeah,
will
no, that's
do
where I'm
nice
at now.
But I
things.
feel like
Right. Okay, it's
Everyone's
getting
talking.
crazy.
Yeah, everybody's
Just
talking.
birds.
It's in my
Birds.
ear. Yep.
Sorry. Okay, let's wrap this up. The point is what? What are your parting words?
My parting
Dayna,
words
oh, wise
are stay organized, achieve your goals, figure out what you want in life, and make sure that anybody that's in your life is adding to those things that you want. Period.
Word. Love that.
That's my
Thank you so
parting
much. Well, please continue to do all the things that you've always done. Dayna, please tell the people
Showing
where.
your babies.
I can't move past it.
Dayna. Okay. What
And
is it? Yes.
we're just showing some of that Shayla Ray because
Oh,
you
yes.
know those things have to be shown. The fragrance of the day is Black Sands.
That's a good one.
Let's go around and do a quick description. I'm getting sunlight.
do a quick description.
Absolutely. Sunlight is actually
No new adjective.
No, but that's good.
Okay, well, Tassie.
I like that though.
I don't
gotta figure it out.
because it's giving me something sweet, like a
It
little.
does give you a hint
Yeah,
of sweetness.
Say what you think
I
because
don't
we
know.
got 2
It's giving me
minutes.
like.
Less than that.
I don't want to be wrong. It's okay.
I don't know. It's
They'll
giving
try
me like,
it.
like a
No, there's no wrong
vanilla.
answer.
There's no. We got vanilla,
Yeah,
sunlight.
vanilla sunlight.
I like that. But Black Sands is a good one. Just like all of her products
So
are very,
corny.
very good. And where can they
Come back.
find these beautiful products?
ShaylaRay.com.
Shayla Ray, you want to tell them how you got that name?
Oh, Brianna. Okay, so at first it was like Lorraine's original skincare, and then Brianna was like, "What the fuck? That's so long and stupid."
It was a missed
So
opportunity.
It became Shayla Ray.
So cute, right?
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Tell them where they can follow you on the social media and on the YouTube.
At Dayna Lurea, and Dayna Lurea is my YouTube.
Word. Thank you so much for being here for the third time.
Thanks for having me.
I'm sure not the last.
I'm on the show now.
Yes.
girl.
And thank you all for
Yes.
listening
I guess
and for
co-hosts.
watching and for engaging. Please continue to do so. Follow us on all the places where we can be followed. You can follow us at Away with Words, the podcast on Instagram, and you can follow me there at Brie.stories and at Brie_stories on TwitTwat. Follow at A_Tati on Instagram and at Hey Tati on TwitTwat. And please don't play yourself by not following at MJM Kid and at Moments_Stu because you just should. Okay? Love you so much. We'll see you next week. Everybody say bye.
Bye.